What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a good one for you. We are back at the Jeep mods, but today's mod can apply to pretty much any vehicle, whether you have a car, a truck, a van, any vehicle basically that you want to add onboard water to. And the beauty of this system is you can have any size water tank because you can pretty much have any water source you want. You can actually even hook up to like a pond or a river or something like that if you feel ballsy enough and you feel like there's not going to be enough contaminants in there to mess up your pump. But you can literally hook up to anything. I am going to show you guys my setup and how I'm going to hook it up, but this is available on Amazon. You can get it pretty much anywhere and you can hook it up for yourself in your vehicle. It's great because the main uses for me would be basically I can wash off my radiator when I go off-roading and it gets plugged with mud, which is super helpful. Like if you're an off-roader, then trust me, you know how much of a lifesaver that could be, especially when you're actually out there overheating on the trail. The next thing would be just for regular rinsing of your vehicle. Say you have some dirt and debris in your wheels, in your tires, in your brakes. Or if you go for a hike, you want to rinse off some of your gear, your animals, your pets, yourself, your shoes, whatever you want to rinse off, you will have a pressurized water source now. And it isn't a pressure washer, but it is comparable to like your house water supply. So I'd say it's probably like 80% of the pressure of your house water supply, which is great because trust me, when you're out there and you need water, it is essential that you have something to use. And when you have a pressurized water source, it makes it that much better because it's just ease of use and it actually gets the job done. So enough talking, enough me wasting your time with me running my mouth about how great this thing is, because I've already tested it and I actually really like it. So let's go and let's grab a water tank real quick for myself because I don't have a water tank. I'm just gonna go pick up basically a water jug, like either a distilled water or a spring water, whatever I can find that's gonna fit the size that I need. And that's the cheaper alternative. You can definitely go out and buy a plastic water jug, one that's made for holding water, but those are usually a bit more expensive. If you go and buy yourself a drinking water canister, it's a lot cheaper. So there's my tip for you guys. So I'm gonna go pick mine up right now and I'll show you guys what I got. We just got our two water jugs, as you guys can see right there, and I ended up paying $3.99 a water jug. So that is a hell of a lot cheaper than if I was to buy myself the equivalent water container on Amazon. Let's see what a 10 liter, because I bought two 10 liters. So the cheapest one I can find is $19.99. And that one is not that great looking. It is it's whatever, but that one is $19.99, and the other one that I can find is $39.24. So definitely we got it a lot cheaper than if we were to buy it online or on Amazon, and it already comes pre-filled. So yeah, let's go and let's get these set up and we will see exactly how this pump works. But the one thing I think I like about having two instead of one is I get to see exactly how much water I'm using while I'm out there. So if I run out of water, I know that I'm halfway through my water supply and I should be careful. So that's one good thing, because sometimes you can get carried away trying to clean something and before you know it, you run out, and it's nice to have a little bit of a warning. So I kind of like that. And having two, it'll fit better behind my seat because I'm going to put it behind my passenger seat. It'll fit a lot better than if I was to get just one. So I think, or if I was to get just one big one, I mean. So yeah, let's go set this up and I'll show you guys exactly how it works. Here we are. So this is basically what we have and our entire system basically. The pump is a 7.5 liters per minute. I don't know exactly what that is in gallons. Hey, wish I could tell you, but this one is the 100 watt. It is rated at, I believe, like 160 psi. That's never gonna be true. It's never gonna actually read at 160 psi. But what is important is it is 12 volt and it's 8.4 amp. That tells you that you can at least plug it into pretty much anywhere in your vehicle without blowing a fuse. And it does come actually wired so that you can hook it up to a cigarette lighter. And it comes with an inline switch, so you don't have to really worry about having to plug it in and unplug it every single time you want to turn it on and off. But the beautiful thing is it tells you exactly how many amps this thing draws. So you can go and you can grab yourself a relay and some fuses, and you can basically wire this thing up and hardwire it if you so choose to. I'm gonna leave mine not hardwired just to make it easier for myself, so that if I want to, I can move it from vehicle to vehicle. But for today's uses, I think what we're gonna do is just quickly mount it up to one of my roll bars, probably in the back there. And then we're just going to feed the tube into my water supply, and we have a water hose here that hooks up to a quick connect coupler right there, and a quick connect coupler on the actual handle. Now the awesome thing is it also comes with a filter, so like I said, you can hook it up to like a pond or a stream or a river or whatever, and you just stick your filter on the end here, get a clamp, put the clamp on, and stick her in. But for our uses, we're not going to need the filter because we're going to be using fresh water. The only other thing that I have to mention is this entire setup costs you 45 bucks. It will come with a kinked hose. They always come with a kinked hose. If you read the reviews, that's the number one thing. They just do. I don't know, it's the packaging, the way they package it. It always kinks right here, and that causes basically the pump to not work, because as soon as you turn it on, the vacuum just closes that little section of hose and no water is able to enter the hose or the pump. But I bought myself on Amazon another hose, a replacement hose, for $15, $14.99. So I will post the link to both the pump and the hose down below. So now quickly, let's mount this up and we should be able to test it out and see exactly what we've got going. So I managed to flip these little feet around. They just kind of slide on and off. I will say that the upper two were a little harder to do, but after you flip them, it's a lot easier to mount this on a round surface now instead of an actual flat surface. So it's going to work great for the roll bar. And I'm just going to use zip ties so that it's easy for me to take it off and move it if I need to. But for now, that's what we're going to use. So there we have it. I'll admit it's not the prettiest, but it does the job, and like I said, it is supposed to be temporary in case I do want to move it. This is just basically a trial run, so once I get it out on the trail and I start using it, I'll pretty much know where I want it, but this will keep it in place to do the job. I already ran my wire to the back here. Where's that little plug? Here it is. So here's our plug. And our inline switch. So now we're just gonna go hook up to our water source and hook up our hose and test everything out. So now we have our water source hooked up, and now I have my quick connect coupler hooked up. So basically what I can do at this point is run this over here. I should be able to close my window actually. Not quite, but that's okay. We'll leave the window open. Now, it is a self-priming pump, so you do want to turn the pump on without the handle connected so that it can actually draw the water and basically has somewhere to expel it. Or you can put the handle on and you can hold the handle. So now the pump is on and water is flowing. So once it's primed, you can turn it off for a second. You can see water already came out over here. Now once you have your handle hooked up, you can flip your switch. So now let's see exactly how long 10 liters lasts us. And yes, it isn't perfect. It's something you bought for less than 50 bucks off Amazon. So it does leak a little bit. It is what it is, but let's see exactly how long that 10 liters lasts us. And as you can see, the pressure isn't anything to write home about, but it is pretty good. Like, you can definitely get some stuff done. So for my main use would be to get in here and spray the radiator down, and for that it works perfect. I can get it through the grill if I need to. I could also get right in there and actually like open the hood and do it like that. But honestly, it works great. Like I said, it isn't going to be anything amazing. It's not going to be anything crazy, but it does the job. And if you need to wash off, say, your boots, or you need to wash off your wheels or your brakes or your radiator, it is a great way to do that. And you can get different spray patterns if you want. You can have like a more pressurized pattern, or you can actually have like a mister. So say you want to just clean off your windows or something, works great for that. Mirrors, say your mirrors get super dirty, or if you just want to give yourself a quick mist because it's hot outside, or your animal, or whatever. But personally, I think the pressure on it is great for something you can use on the go. You can see just how far it actually goes. You can see the wet spot over there. So it's not bad. I'd say it shoots about 10 feet. So definitely you can use it and enjoy using it. It's not something that's going to be a pain in the ass. It's not going to be something that you're going to be like, oh, why did I buy this? It actually works really well for what it is. And say you want to just give your Jeep a quick rinse, or your vehicle a quick rinse, or if you don't have a Jeep and you're washing your car, this would work great for washing your car. It's more than enough pressure for that, because you're probably going to be rubbing the car with some kind of a brush or a mitt or something to get the dirt off. So this is basically just your power or your water source to get the soap off. But for that, it would work more than perfect. And I'm still going on that first jug. I wanted to see exactly how long that jug would last me, and we are still going. Oh, and there is the end of my water now. So you are actually allowed to run this pump dry. In the instructions it tells you if you want to run it dry, you can, so that you can empty it out, especially for winter and things like that. So actually there is a bit of water still left in the jug, because you can see it's still pulling water, but I think we're just about done. Yeah, that's pretty much done. So you take the you take the water hose out and you disconnect your handle and you let it just get rid of all the extra water. And once all the water is out of the system, simply turn it off and you're good. And see, there's that kink I was talking about. So it does start to kink on you if you do put it at an angle, and that is my fault. That was user error, because it does have quite a bit of suction in there. So you don't want to put this hose on an angle, which is why I ran it straight to my water supply. But overall, the only thing that I think I would change is I would put a shorter hose. I know that sounds kind of dumb, but the long hose actually kind of goes in the bottle and scoops back up instead of sitting in the bottom of the bottle. I might just tie a little weight to the end of this, like a fishing weight or something, to keep it sitting in the bottom, or a rock or whatever. But honestly, I think it works great. As you guys saw, this was pretty muddy over here, and it was more than enough pressure to wash off dried mud there. It pretty much washed my entire Jeep. You can see just how much water there is around here. So definitely, I would say I'm happy with this. I'm super satisfied with this. Don't mind the boxes, those are mine because I'm going to change my oil soon. But yeah, honestly, I'm super happy with how everything turned out, how it works. And I like the position of this because it's in the back in case I have a passenger, or in case I have 4 passengers, or 3 I should say, in case there's 4 people in the vehicle. It's still usable, it's out of the way, and it still works. And having the bottles be split up into 2, I like that because I can actually take them with me, fill them easier. I don't have to carry a big jug every time I want to fill it. And now I know how much water I have left. So basically, you can rinse off your entire Jeep or your entire vehicle, wash it with a mitt, do whatever you got to do, and then rinse it off again with those 2 jugs. And those 2 jugs, I believe, are 20 liters, so 5 gallons. So in 5 gallons, you could probably get this entire vehicle cleaned. And if I was doing just my radiator, that 1 bottle would be more than enough to wash out my entire radiator, no matter how packed of mud it is. I think that I'm gonna be definitely good on the trails, and this was an awesome purchase. So now let's pack everything back up and let's take this Jeep back inside. Well, that's awesome. I actually really like that thing. It is super easy to use. It is super just handy to have. I will leave it to you guys to find more uses and more scenarios where it comes in handy. But for myself on the trails, when I get plugged up with mud, or my radiator gets plugged up with mud, I should say, it's definitely going to be helpful, and I'm definitely going to use it. You will definitely see a lot of use out of that thing this year. And yeah, for the amount of money you spend, you really can't complain. Yeah, it leaks a little bit here and there, but the pressure you get and just the amount of use that you get out of it for the amount of water I was using, I used probably around 2.5 gallons just there to do the entire vehicle that you guys just saw. And my other bottle is still completely full. I haven't even touched it yet. So yeah, I do apologize for the big mess in here. It doesn't usually look like this. I'm not saying it's usually that clean, but it doesn't usually look like this. I am doing a little bit of work right now. I'm waiting for a radiator. I'm going to be doing the water pump. I'm going to be doing oil change. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of different things, as well as my differentials. So a lot of different stuff's going to be happening. So if you guys are following the channel, then look forward to that. We've got a lot of different maintenance items and mods to do, and we just got through a lot of different maintenance items and mods. We just put on a brand new winch, we did all the tires, we resealed all my tires because my tires were leaking. What else did we do? We did the green seat belts. Yeah, these things look awesome. I actually love how these came out. If you guys want to see that video, that was the one just before this. But I think that's pretty much gonna end it off for today's video. I'm not gonna bore you guys too much more. If you do want to see some more mods and some more off-roading, jump down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I've got tons more content coming your way, guys. But I think that's gonna be pretty much it for today, because I don't have any more mods or anything cool to show you guys at the moment. So as soon as more things show up and I get more things to put on the Jeep, I will make a video for you guys. So see you guys super soon. And like I said, if you guys did enjoy this video, jump down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. But ride safe out there, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.